Welcome back. 6:47 now. Two of Detroit's largest automakers were saved by taxpayers and sales dropped to record lows. Today, automakers released sales data for a scary 2009. And 24-hour News 8's Dee Morrison is live this morning with more on that. Dee?
Well, the push was really on in December, and GM was one of those automakers that really tried to work with their dealers, give them incentives, try to move these cars out of the lots and really get the push on for December. We're going to find out today if that was successful. Analysts expect December to be a bright spot to end a bad year. Sales numbers are expected to jump when compared to 2008, even during what's historically a sluggish sales month. Ford and Asian automakers are expected to see the biggest jumps for December. But the big focus today will really be on sales for the entire year. Before the recession hit, Detroit automakers alone were selling an average of 1.3 million cars a month. That took a big hit in late 2008, and by February of last year, they were only selling about half that. For December, it's expected the number climb back up to around 920,000 vehicles per month. Now, the best sales of the year came in August and September. That's when the government was offering that Cash for Clunkers program. We're going to take a break here, give you a whole perspective on what's going on for the year. So I'll send that back to Emily right now in our newsroom.
That's right, Dee. Thank you. Yeah, we're digging deeper into these numbers this morning with auto analyst Eric Merkel joining us live here in the newsroom. Eric, you're all over the networks lately, and we're lucky to have you here in West Michigan as an expert. Who's going to be the biggest winners and losers today? Your prediction?
Well, I think the biggest winner of the Detroit three is actually going to be Ford. I think Ford will be up. It'll be up pretty significantly, probably close to 20%. I think Chrysler is going to be the biggest loser. They'll probably be down 15 to 20%. And that's really indicative of the problems that Chrysler's experiencing and really the lack of really good new products in the marketplace.
And of course, these numbers, December numbers, put a wrap on the entire year. So how much did that Cash for Clunkers program help?
Well, I think it helped dramatically because right now we're starting to see, if you look at the ISM Manufacturing Index, which was released the other day, it's showing significant improvement. So what you have is you have that ripple effect. Even though the month of sales, the spike that we saw in July and really a significant spike in August, even though that's over, it ripples through into the automakers, to the supply base, to many of the materials makers, steel, plastic, resins that supply to replenish those inventories that have been depleted.
That's interesting because you don't hear people have been critical of that program, and they don't.
Yes.
Okay.
They have been critical, and you can be critical. There's some of the ways in which the program was implemented. We could always criticize it, but in terms of its overall impact on the economy and the manufacturing sector, it's doing what it was intended to do, and it's providing that stimulus to the economy that we so desperately needed.
Pontiac and Saturn right now, huge sales. Are the companies regretting their decision to shut down those brands?
No. The huge sales are just a result of the deep discounts. Basically, GM has made Pontiac and Saturn dealers an offer whereby they would actually purchase the vehicle, sell them as used vehicles. So consumers are really getting a great deal. They're getting a new car really at used car prices. So
incredible.
And it's just to blow the inventory out of there.
So, looking ahead to 2010.
Looking ahead to 2010, I think that we're going to see auto sales improve dramatically as the economy rebounds. The U.S. economy is going to likely grow at about 4% here in the fourth quarter. So we're clearly out of recession. The labor markets are stabilizing. We'll probably start to see some growth on a national level. Now, Michigan will be quite different because Michigan's going to lag the rest of the macro economy significantly. But people don't just buy cars in the state of Michigan. They buy them all over the country, so we have to remember that. So I do think that sales will pick up nicely. We'll probably see about 10.5 million units sold here in 2010. I'm sorry, in 2009 and 2010. We're looking at 12.5, which is a significant increase.
Good news. Okay, thanks, Eric Merkel, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.